G'day, my name is Malcolm Roberts, former Senator for Queensland. Due to a change of voting system that many voters don't know about, the parties no longer control your preferences. You, as a voter, decide preferences. The major parties, though, want to continue confusing voters to try and dictate your preferences via how-to-vote cards. Confused voters fall for the trap of voting for the failed old parties by mistake. Informed voters escape from that trap and vote in the best interests of our country. When we each make our vote count, we will restore democracy. Don't let Labor and Liberals steal your vote. If you want a strong third force who puts Australians first, then learn about the preferencing system and how to allocate numbers on ballot papers. We get flooded with two main questions from voters. Firstly, voters wanting to know who we will preference. The answer is that parties no longer control preferences. You, the voter, decide the order of candidates in your vote. The only thing a party can do is use how-to-vote cards to try to influence your vote. Those how-to-vote cards are really only suggestions. Pauline Hanson's One Nation has repeatedly told all voters this truth. Each voter owns their preferences. That's why election analysts have said One Nation voters are the smartest, because One Nation voters don't follow party how-to-vote cards and instead decide for themselves the order of preferences. Secondly, voters who seem confused about allocating numbers as preferences on their ballot paper. In our next videos, we'll discuss how voters can allocate preferences in the lower house, the House of Representatives, and in the upper house, the Senate. In the next minute or so, though, I'll explain how you can end the Labor-Liberal duopoly that for decades has resulted in atrocious governance destroying our country. To protest the failed old parties and to hurt them most, vote for One Nation #1. That will punish the cosy Labor-Liberal gang and help bring back our country. In every recent election, One Nation has increased its vote. Yet due to voters blindly following Liberal Labor how-to-vote cards, our candidate narrowly missed out on being elected. We have senators elected, and we're getting close to having members elected into the House of Representatives, and possibly the balance of power. The entrenched two-party system is going to be hard to beat. And the first step is to get the balance of power so we can force the failed old parties to put Australians first. Instead, Labor and Liberal put their interests first, and that's why they lie. That's why they want to keep voters confused. Labor often says a vote for One Nation is a vote for the Liberals, and at the same time, the Liberal Party says a vote for One Nation is a vote for Labor. The truth is that they think they can get away with lies because they spend tens of millions of dollars on advertising each campaign. They spent over $70 million on the last campaign alone. And now, thanks to the duopoly's latest change, elected MPs can even spend their electorate budgets, taxpayer money, on media advertising. It's now so crazy that at times Labor members of Parliament have been elected on preferences from Liberal voters, and Liberal members of Parliament have been elected on preferences from Labor voters. It's a cosy club, a duopoly. We've all heard Liberal and Labor Party leaders say that they've done preference deals with another party. They arrogantly claim to trade your preferences when preferences are not theirs to trade. They're afraid that their cosy two-party club system is ending because voters want and deserve real choice. Voting One Nation #1 will help protect you from the Labor-Liberal duopoly. Understanding preferences is the first step to making your vote count. So please join me for our next video giving details on numbering preferences on ballot papers. Authorised Michael Pucci, Unit 2, 38 Hudson Road, Albion, Queensland 4010. Spoken Malcolm Roberts.